I'm at 24 Windsor this morning, just walking through and looking at the trees that we have, the seedlings that we have planted so far, and understanding where we need to do some weeding, and just to get clean the area generally for both the seedlings that we have done and also for the other plants. Beside me, I have this is a Jamaican mahogany. What we're finding is that it's not growing as fast as the cedars in the same area, but we're planting both cedar and mahogany at this, really close together. So this is what this is so far we're after. Were planted last year July, August. So this is where they are now. It's growing right beside a breadfruit tree. This breadfruit tree was actually cut down at some point. Not by us, I would not have done that. But it's growing again. The suckers are coming out and it's growing again. So looking forward to when this is mature enough to bear some fruits, some breadfruits. Right. And just over to this side, we have a cedar. Now this cedar, if you notice, there's some small vines growing on it and winding their way up the plant, because basically it wants to get to the top to get all the sun that the cedar is getting. So it will actually be competing with the cedar. So what we have to do at this stage, and also especially when they are just planted, is to just keep removing these vines so it doesn't strangle the plant. Right. So I can be a little bit more aggressive now based on this how big these plants are. I just need to break the bottom of the vine and then it will die. All these leaves will start to wither and it will die. So we have to now go through and find others that may have the same problem and do that as well. Here we have another Jamaican mahogany. Also, it has some vines growing on it. So just need to break these off. Right, so once they're broken, then they'll die. We're also going to have a more general spot weeding around the plant, so we'll do that a little bit later today. And of course, a little further down, we have another plant, another mahogany right here. And then just behind that, we have a seed that is growing nice and tall. And another cedar right there. We primarily planted cedar, and the reason is because we have a lot of mahogany already on the property, seedlings that we could have gotten based on some adult trees that are seeding, and these seeds are dispersing across the property. Okay, there goes the breadfruit. And this is to show what will happen if we don't catch the weeding early enough. You can see what was done to this seedling. It got twisted out of shape, and it's now starting to grow straight after that bend. We thought about removing it, but decided not to, because although it may not be the straightest plant, or it may not be the best for lumber at some point. It will provide shade, and you can just imagine having a nice rest on that little crook, that little notch in the tree when it becomes more mature. And again, you see the vines kind of growing up. So we'll be cleaning out that in a little bit. Right, so we try to do the weeding as much as possible, but sometimes we just miss probably 1 or 2 plants, and this is what may happen. So I've seen probably about 2 or 3 that has this shape, and this is used for learning. Right? This is another mahogany, Cedar and Mahogany, and I planted them in a row going down. So a couple, maybe one right here, one right here. Right, so I have quite a few mahoganies in this area.